So I have this beautiful 1975 Ford Bronco here. They did a frame off restoration to it. I pretty much got it the way it is, but there are some things I want to change. But let's check out the truck first, and then I'll go into what I want to update and upgrade. So here it is. Like I said, it's a 1975, and it's a factory jade green Ranger. And the paint is immaculate on this thing. I love the color. That's what really sold me on it. It's got dual tanks, which honestly, I think it always looks kind of weird on here, but that's how it came. It's got the rear swing away spare tire. Check that out. Love the Ford lettering on there. Got to paint that up. And it also has this factory style roof rack on here, or I think it was a dealer installed roof rack, but the hardtop's in great shape. The glass is really nice. I love this. Seeing that, that's kind of cool. This guy must have been a hunter who owned this back in the day in its previous life. But yeah, the body is actually brand new, super straight. I don't know if I mentioned that, but absolutely zero rust on this thing. It's got some nice BFGs with some bullet hole aluminum wheels that look really nice. See that? Underneath. I'll show you the floors too. So it's a really nice example, and I never thought I'd be able to afford one of these, but I got a decent deal on this one. But I want to make some changes, so let's get into that. So this is what the interior looks like currently. You know, the carpet's original. The upholstery is original. I mean, it's actually in great shape, you know, for its age, but it doesn't match the rest of the truck, in my opinion. I already took the door panels off. They were all warped and faded looking. Same thing with the dash pad. So I am going to be replacing this stuff and having a more custom looking interior. So let's check that out. The other thing I need to address is this engine. It's just all stock looking and factory. So I need to do some updating here, kind of like the interior. I don't think this matches the rest of the body and the rest of the restoration. So I'm gonna be getting rid of this little 2-barrel carburetor, throwing on a 4-barrel, you know, probably do new valve covers. On the fence about replacing the air filter, but I got a new one. And getting rid of this distributor. I'm gonna be going with an HEI, so I'll get rid of all this nonsense wiring. I'm gonna upgrade the brakes to power. The engine bay itself is actually really nice. It's just really dirty, so I'm gonna clean all this up too. And I think there's gonna be a pretty big transformation in here. So I do have the list here of some things I want to get accomplished. Starting with the motor, got the intake, doing a 4-barrel intake, valve covers, 4-barrel carburetor. I got headers on the way. Water pump, paint the motor blue. I might do it Ford blue, kind of unsure about that. Same thing with the air cleaner. I don't know if I want to change out the air cleaner, and then power brakes and probably some other miscellaneous stuff. So I'm trying to put this booster in. Alright, so I'm just tightening this up now. Everything fits. I mean, I don't love the way these lines look, but maybe I can make it look a little neater somehow. So I got the booster pretty much installed. Now I'm gonna be ditching this little 2-barrel carburetor, which it actually runs really good. I feel like 2 barrels always run really well, but they don't make any power. So let's get this thing. Get it off. Shit. Come on. There it is. Alright, it's off. Now it's now it's off. So many vacuum lines going into this thing. Oh, jeez. All right. There you have it. Little 2-barrel. There's so many vacuum hoses. I can't wait just to rip out and get rid of. It's insane. So many. I'm taking out the water pump now. I got a new one. Ooh, that's a mess. There's the water pump. All right, new water pump going in. So we'll get this bolted up, and then gonna do the intake next. Now I'm taking out the Mr. Distributor here, and let's try and get this intake off. It's probably seized on here, but I think I can probably maybe pry it off. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's on there tight. Damn. Am I missing a bolt or something? I think I gotta be. All right, I'll get back to you guys on this one. All right, this probably isn't the proper way of doing this, but it's my solution. Just slap hammer. Yeah, it's loose. That worked. This is gonna be so heavy. I already know it. Back's already sore too. Alright, let's see. Without scratching anything. Oh my god. I also got this new alternator. It's a weird looking pulley though. That's right, probably not. But there's nothing wrong with this one. Yeah, this pulley's whack looking, but I think it'll work. So I got a new alternator. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the old one other than that it's ugly. So I got this new one. I don't know why it has this weird pulley on here. Hopefully it fits fine. But I also got a new bracket rather than the ugly factory one. So that should look nice. Let's hook this up. All right, new 4-barrel intake is going in. Got a new gasket on there. The intake all torqued down. Time for installing the 4-barrel. Let's bolt this thing down. All right, so got the distributor in. Definitely want to swap it out for a black cap. I don't like the baby blue. But we can ditch these ugly valve covers and put these nice ones on. Just see what it looks like. Waiting on gaskets. Yeah, it's so much better. Dang. Header should be delivered today. I think that's next. Cool. All right, we're gonna get this thing red hot and then put an extractor socket on it. I really jinxed myself here. This is the last bolt, but I think we'll get it. One of the last things I'm gonna be doing to the motor is installing these shorty headers. So let's take off the old manifolds and put these things on. All right, finally got this thing out after like 2 hours running to the store and getting different tools, but it's out. Ooh, it's hot. So let's get the headers on now. All right, I think this is a lot nicer to look at under here. So we got a new 4-barrel carburetor, aluminum intake, thermostat, headers, valve covers, all new accessories, alternator, water pump, power steering pump's new also, HEI distributor, air cleaner, power brakes. It stops a lot better now, and it just looks so good. Also have this block off plate and dual exhaust, so let's hear it. It's got a nice little rumble at idle, a lot better than that single exhaust. Super smooth under here. Sounds great. Here's the motor compartment before, you know, 2-barrel, vacuum lines everywhere, kind of a mess. So let's see what it looks like now. It is a lot cleaner. No vacuum line mess. Some great tasteful upgrades in my opinion. Resealed, ready to go. All right, so that's gonna do it for this video. I also redid the interior, but that's gonna be a separate video, so stay tuned for that. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like the upgrades to the motor? Is there anything you would have done differently? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.